Bam, and we're live again. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Virtual Steve Show. We got something a little bit different going on tonight, so I'm actually doing some stuff in Blender. This entire intro scene that you guys see behind me here, this is all made in Blender, custom by me. Now, a lot of the assets in the background were not made by me. I found these online. I think the only thing I really made was that Elden Ring logo and like the placard that's behind it, and then the map that's in the background there to the right. That's the only thing I made. So in tonight's episode, I'm going to be trying to recreate the legendary Greatsword from Elden Ring in Blender. So I plan on using it for some upcoming things, thumbnails, potentially VFX shot I want to do with me in a room holding and swinging the giant Greatsword. So let's jump straight into modeling this thing and let's see if we can make it. And I'll probably add it to the scene in the background too, which would be pretty cool. Okay, first things first, we got a brand new Blender scene here. Let's make this full screen, which I normally don't do when I'm just kind of like using Blender on my own, but it looks better on stream. That way it gets rid of that stupid top white bar there. All right, so first things first, I'm going to use some reference images. So we're going to import images planes, and I have this sword here that I actually went into the game today. I took a screenshot of the in-game menu, and we need some better lighting on this. Maybe I'll just make this an emission. I went into the game's menu, and this is what pops up in the inventory, and then I just cut out the sword so it would be transparent. That's not going to help us too much, but yeah, what I'll do is I'll make this. I wasn't really planning on having to do this. Actually, that's fine. We don't really care about this. It would help me line it up a bit more, though. All right, yeah, maybe I do want to make it emissive and transparent. Yeah, because if I go into this view here, it is transparent, but I can't see... I don't know why I can't see the grid behind it. That's weird. Maybe it's one of these options here. Wireframe, face orientation. Okay. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll just make a cube. I'll scale it down. I'll use this cube to line it up. It should be fine. I think this is a good way to do it. Okay, let's rotate this sucker. I want to try to really get the sword level here with my environment. I don't think it matters too much, but it definitely will help. I should have had a better way to do this. One thing we could do, this would be interesting. We can go into this. Let's get rid of the cube. You can go into this thing here. We can just cut these faces out here. So this is essentially what I already did. And I don't have to make this perfect. Because we're just going to use this to line stuff up. So I'll just kind of go around here. I want to keep some of that detail. Something like this. Okay. Then I'll hit enter. And we can delete these other faces here. Delete only face. Delete only face. Why do I have all these vertices? Let's get rid of these. Alright, that's better. So now we can kind of rotate this better so it's lined up here. I want the tip and the hilt to essentially be on that x-axis. So we'll rotate a little bit more this way. That's close enough. This is really just for reference, but we're going to use this quite a bit, actually. All right, I think that's good. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, sweet. So yeah, I got to think about what do I want to start with. Do I want to start with a cylinder? I think all this stuff over here is going to be a cylinder. Then I got to go into maybe a cube for the blade part. I am going to switch this to an emissive texture, though, just so I can get some better lighting on this. Or rather, I wouldn't need any lighting. So we'll just go to emission, pop this in here. Good thing about using an emission texture and cycles is you'll just always get, you'll always be able to see it quite well, because it's literally just light. Okay, yeah, so let's start with our cylinders here. Let's add a cylinder, and my goal for this is to try to do this in like an hour tops. So we'll see how we get here. Can I rotate this right now? No, let's go into this view for now. All right, does that look like enough geometry? I think it does. So let's go back here. And let's rotate this about the Y 90 degrees. Y 90, let's scale it down. And I could start at the top maybe. I guess I'll go into wireframe for this. See, I wish there was a way, and I think there is, where you can make a certain object appear as wireframe. I might have to Google that. That'd be pretty useful. So I just want the one object as wireframe. Oh, here we go. It's not transparent though. Interesting. Interesting. What might have been a better thing to do would have been to go to my camera. All right, let's do this. We're just gonna scratch everything we just did. Start from scratch. I'm gonna go GZ10. Just move this camera up. Yeah, I'm gonna use a background thing for this camera. So we'll go to background images. I will open that image we just did here, and I gotta kind of do the same process again here. Yeah, let's just scrap that for now. I should just be able to rotate this in the camera view here. Let's see what fit does. No. All right, scale it up a little bit. Rotate. Oh, this is so much better. All right, now I know for next time this is like a good way to do it. A little more rotation here. And boom. All right, this looks pretty good. So now when I go to add my cylinder, rotate Y 90. If we go into wireframe view now, there we go. Now we can see everything beautifully. GX to move this sucker over. And yeah, we're just going to start modeling here. It doesn't have to be like 1-to-1, you know. But that would be nice. We got it pretty close. All right, so how do we want to do this? I'll just put some loop cuts in. Let's put 2 loop cuts in. We'll scale these ones. Oh, let's go into X-ray mode. Shit. Scale these ones down a little bit. Scale both of these down quite a bit. And I'll probably add another loop cut here. Scaling it. I think that looks pretty good. Now I might want to like hide this so I can just check out the reference image here. Where's my opacity for my camera view too? I might want to mess with that. Yeah, we can make the opacity 100. And this image is kind of hard. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. I do have some other reference images we can pull up. Maybe I'll do that now. So let's do a vertical split. Open up the image editor, and I got some screenshots that I took. I guess I didn't save them in the right spot. Oh shit, where do I save those? I go to Elden Ring. Elden Ring screenshots. Way at the bottom, I just took some. Come on, load. It's one of these ones. I'm just. Come on, I want to load. All Alright, let's just try this one. Damn, that's not it. But yeah, we could get some details here. A little bit better. Yeah, there's some details on the bottom there you don't even see in this image. But we don't need that right now. We'll just continue on with this. So let's go into edit mode. I'm going to scale this one up a little bit. I think I want to bring all of these up a little bit in the Y. Just slightly. There we go. Extrude. So just kind of scale it a little bit. Extrude. It's like a little bump thing going on here. We can kind of get that in. Extrude, scale. Extrude, scale. And this seems like maybe right here it's not symmetrical perfectly, but you know, this was like a crafted weapon, so extrude, scale, extrude, scale. Oh, don't do that. Now there seems to be some kind of, what is going on here? Am I not doing this right? No, this is good. I think because the camera view is like, I think I need to switch this camera view to orthographic maybe. Let's try that. View. Let me go to the camera. Orthographic. Yes. I think that's kind of what I wanted, so we might have to start over here a little bit. GX. Scale it. Okay, yeah, this is getting the... Because as you get to the right of this frame of the camera, things get skewed. But now with orthographic, it's... I guess it's constant is the best way to describe that. So yeah, we got to fix some of this stuff up a little bit, but most of the geometry I think is still good. Scale that sucker. Scale this sucker. Yeah, so then we got some kind of like ring thing going on here. So what I can do for that is I can extrude like this. And we'll scale it. I should just be able to bevel that maybe. Extrude like this. Scale this. Let's try to apply the bevel here now. See if we can do that. So Control B. Yeah, we can kind of round this out a little bit more maybe. Scale it up a little bit. See what that looks like from this view. It's kind of got that feel. Like I said, this doesn't really have to be perfect, so let's grab this face here. Yeah, it's just a lot of rinse and repeat, extruding. Let's bring this up a little bit in the Y. This hilt's starting to seem a little wonky, but you know, it's not a perfect hilt. That's why. I'm excited to see the final outcome of this. It should be pretty good. GY. Extrude. Extrude. So some of those extrusions I don't need, but... Alright, then we got some funky stuff going on here with these rivets. So I got to think about how I want to model those. I think I'm just going to make this one solid piece here. And I can just sort of add those rivets in as needed. This part here is quite rounded. So that's an interesting feature. Not sure how I'm going to model this. Maybe just leave it like this for now. Sort of block it out. Same thing here. And then we have this little nub on the bottom, which I'm probably better off. Actually, I think if I bevel this, I can get a nice round end. Let's try that. Control bevel. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, that worked. Okay. So I could either finish the hilt or move to the rest of the sword. I think I'm going to move the rest of the sword for now. Let's add our cube. Scale it down. Move it on over. I'm not really sure what this looks like from like a third person view, different angle here. I got to kind of just judge how this part's angled here. It's almost like a 30-degree angle. All right, I'm going to start messing around with this cube. Try to block out this part here. Am I grabbing this right? What is that a cube? What is this? I thought I did cube. Yeah, we want a cube. Get rid of this. Shift A, mesh, cube. Scale it down. Something like that. This is going to be a separate piece, but I can always bring this stuff back together. Alright, yeah, we got a cube now. It's good. So it's like, how thick is that supposed to be? You know, I can't really judge that from here too well. So that might come in handy to look at our reference image. It's pretty big. It's pretty beefy. This is actually going to come in handy, I think, this here. It's maybe... Oh, my headset just turned off. I hate that. Shit. I switched to my other headset? Yeah, maybe I will. Testing, testing. Hello, hello. Let me just plug this in. Give me 1 second, folks. Testing, testing. Oh, Sweaty Nugget JJ. Yeah, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. I gotta figure out how to turn on my... Oh, this is muted, maybe? There we go. Ooh, I can hear myself now. This is creepy. I just gotta fix something in one of my settings here so I can hear you guys. You guys can see how I do this the fancy way. Do. Oh, I can hear every little breath and click of the mouse and stroke of the keyboard. So what I do to get my text-to-speech to come through so not everyone has to hear it is I go to the app, switch it to... let's try this. It's working all fine. Okay, good. Test. Beautiful. I'll turn this down a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, this part's going to be a little tricky, eh? Let's take a look at it from the one view here. So it's definitely more rectangular. So let's scale this in the Y. Oh, we gotta grab all these. Yeah, Sweaty Nugget JJ test, it worked. So this is the part where it's gonna get a bit... I gotta use my judgment kind of thing here. I don't really have a good angle of the sword. But what we're gonna do... I am just gonna... Oh, look at this. Something happened. Oh, because I was going the other way. Shit. Where's my view? I wanted to scale it in the X. Or in the Z. Something more like this. Maybe a little bit more. So I'm just kind of using my judgment here. This is not going to be perfect by any means. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to select... Let's get rid of this reference image for now. I'm going to select these 4 edges here. We're actually going to just apply a bevel. Oops, to all 4, such that, oh, we only want 1 bevel, single bevel. You think it would line up, but maybe the sword isn't straight on. Let's see what this looks like. Something's not right. Damn, I don't know how to... I'm going to have to get a different reference image. Let me go to my screenshots real quick. Screenshots, we got lots of them. These are the screenshots that I take while I'm playing the game. Interesting. So yeah, this is the one I used for that cutout. Yeah, you know, I didn't really think this part through, to be honest. It seems simple enough, but I guess my brain's not working on all cylinders right now. All right, I think this reference image we have in here is going to be the best bet. Let's undo some stuff. So there's a bevel here, but there's also that centerpiece. So I think we just need to add some loop cuts here, like this. This way when we go to bevel these, they won't be affecting that edge there, fat edge there. All right, maybe that'll work. Let's try this. Control bevel. What is it? Something like that. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's looking more like it, you know. Okay. All right, now we need to do the blade part. So I think I'm just gonna add another cube. Or I could extrude from this. That might be a good idea. Yeah, let's use this piece here. It'll all be one piece. So I'm gonna inset this a little bit. First, I want to apply scale to this. Inset it. Don't know how much, but I can scale this after the fact. Let's extrude. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring it out here. I'm gonna scale both of these faces so I can kind of... Wrong one. Control Z. Control Z. Where the hell is this face at? Where is it? Hey, there's not a face there anymore. Or I can just grab those edges. That's fine. I want to grab these ones too. Okay, so now when I'm looking at it from this angle, I can scale these in every dimension, but... Oh yeah, what happened here? Alright, let's undo some stuff. Screwed something up here. GX. Why is it doing this? What did I do? No, this should be good. I'm just tricking myself out here. Okay, yeah, so we'll do this. We'll scale this down to about where it should be. Just bring it like this. Put it back here. Then we will extrude this all the way out. And pretty much just bring it up to here. Scale it down. Extrude. Scale it to 0. Let's see what that does. And this is essentially the sword. You know what? It does have this other edge here, though. Because I'm only looking at it from this view. Really, all of this is like a bevel. So, shit. I suck at making swords. Alright, let's just try something. I'm going to try to... Fuck. Well, we definitely need a slight bevel on these. Something like this. Alright, this isn't going to be perfect. It's definitely fatter though, right? Yeah, because when you're looking at it from this angle, you don't see the fatness of it. So essentially what we have to do, I think, go into wireframe view, select our vertices here, everything. I think we want these ones too. Probably these ones too. Yo, what's up, Akio? Welcome to the Virtual Steve Show. We want to scale these all, I believe, in the Z dimension. Scale Z. Till we feel it's about right. But I'm getting some messed up geometry here, so I want to make sure this is good. I think it's going to be good. Scale Z. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So let's get back to the side view here. I want this to be fatter. Something like this, probably, maybe a bit more. But then what I would have to do is only grab these ones. You'll stay and watch. Nice. Hey, man. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Yeah, let's scale this up a little bit more. And I'm just going to bring these ones in the X direction. Actually, I'll turn on vertex mode snapping. So they're all lined up here, nice and purty. All right, I think we got the basic mesh done. Oh, I screwed something up. Certainly did, I certainly did. I wasn't supposed to grab those ones, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. I should just model this separately. So I can do that. I can do that. I'll just select these faces here. This is gonna be a separate piece. We'll go delete faces. And I'm going to select linked parent by selection. Now this is its own object. And we can actually select both objects, go into edit mode. Then I can bring this over, line it up with these guys. And no one should know the wiser. I can just make another face here. Sweet. Okay. Now when I scale this in the Z, we won't get any issues. Something like that. Except, I don't think this is how this is supposed to look. I need a better angle here. Boop, boop, boo, doo, doo. Do I get a side shot of this thing? I know I do somewhere. Okay. Oh, this one's pretty good. So what is this image? I can go to show in Windows Explorer. It'll grab the image here. Might be able to drag this right into Blender. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I screwed some stuff up for sure. I might have to just redo this whole sword. I'm supposed to have this fat edge here. How can I fix this? I think I can delete this vertex here. And bridge these ones. Boom, do the same thing here. Boom. Now we can make some faces. Oops. Oh, shit. So we're kind of fixing up our shoddy work here. Something weird's going on here too. What's going on here? It's like overlapping geometry or something. Fuck. Undo, undo, undo. Damn it, I might just have to redo this whole freaking sword from scratch. It might be easier. Let's just do that. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta start over. Shift A, cube. I don't know why I was trying to do it off of one piece. Why would I do that to myself? Something like that. Let's go into wireframe. Scale this down. Line this up a little bit better. Alright, so we don't need to think now. We really need to think. This whole thing needs to be scaled down in the Z. Something probably like that. And it technically has, we'll call this 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 8 sides. Right now we only have 4. So if we beveled all these, would that get us there? What does that give us? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we want. And I'm going to try to lock in this side edge here that you're seeing there, the brightest edge on that picture. Why is this scaling weird though? What's going on? Let me go side view. Oh, that's why. Okay. So I wonder if that point gets tighter up there. No, it's a consistent edge there. Consistent edge. See, this is where it's like you think you can just copy something, but there's actually a lot of thought that has to go into this. It's not as simple as just looking at the picture and going, oh, I can just replicate that. Definitely not that easy. Okay. All right, I might just make my own thing then. I was really trying to duplicate this sucker. All right, let's try this bevel thing again. This might have been on the right track. Let me go to the side view. It's like almost like I have to apply the bevel first, but I can fix this. So we want it something like this. And then what I can do to fix these, grab this edge. G, Z. Shit. So not going to work either. What the hell did that do? Damn it. Okay, I know a better way to do this. Better way, better way. Okay. This is going to work, I think. Let's get out of X-ray mode. Yeah, I'm going to extrude this. Think. Fuck you. Yeah, if I had a side view, that's what I need. I need the side view. Because really... Why did I model it like that? Oh, because I scaled that on the side? Why did I scale it on the side? Oh, I was scaling in all dimensions. Fuck. Okay, I can fix that. Okay. Delete vertices. So yeah, let's get back on track. Extrude. I only want to scale in the Y. Scale Y. When I was doing it before, it was also scaling in the X dimension. Wasn't thinking. Okay, extrude this way, scale Y to 0. This is what we want, baby. I'm going to merge these if I can. Mesh, merge by distance. Good. Okay. One vertice selected, one vertice selected. Now, that bevel trick might work now that I was trying to do before. Let's try it. Something like this, you know? Yeah. Still looks kind of fat. So I think what I need to do, I need to bring all of these faces. Need to scale all these in the Z. So let's try that. Scale Z. Tighten her up. This is looking good. This is looking more like a sword. All right, let's look at the rendered view here. See what we're working with. Why is it showing the wireframe there? Boom. Okay, I'm gonna do something. I want to add in an HDRI just to get some better lighting. Open D drive, downloads. Pick this one. Scene settings, film transparent. Now let's put some basic materials on these real quick just so we can get some better frame of reference. I'm going to call this metal. Oops. Crank up the metallic. Turn down the roughness. And it's like a mirror. We don't want that much. A little bit less. This, it's kind of like a stone sword though. It's really not metallic at all. now that I'm looking at it. Front. Yeah, it's gonna have a little bit of shine to it, but we're gonna add in the rust. We're gonna add in some of those other features after the fact. One thing I'm already seeing is I need to bevel these edges. They're way too sharp. Okay, let's go back into this mode here. I'm gonna call this material stone. Definitely seems more like a stone-ish material. I can actually just select the color right from the image. Boom. Turn up the roughness a little bit. Okay. Let me open up my image over here, actually. Oh, we probably should save. I haven't saved this yet. Let's save. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay, yeah, let's bevel some stuff over here. Pretty much all these edges I'm just going to apply a nice little bevel to. This one, this one, this one. This guy. I think that's all of them. Alright, that was kind of a weird way of doing it, but... Okay, let's go back into this mode. Let's hit Control B. Let's crank this up a little bit. Getting some weird stuff happening down there. I'm not liking. Crazy pizza. What's going on, man? Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, how can I fix this from not looking like trash here? Probably supposed to like inset this or something. Interesting. Yeah, see, I don't know how I'm going to bevel this edge now. Nothing's going on. Good, good. Damn. I screwed myself over with this one. I'll just delete all these faces for now. I don't really need these anyways. Delete faces. But then I won't be able to bevel them. Right? Yeah, you need a face to bevel into. Alright, I can just make a new face. And that will work better. Aha, aha. It's still doing some weird stuff. But if we apply scale. Still doing some weird stuff. But I might have a setting in here I can turn on. Seams, clamp override, hard normals. No. Offset, width. Alright, we're not going to worry about this. I'm going to undo that stuff. Alright, let's try this again. Control bevel. Yeah, that's better. Just tightens it up a little bit. Yeah, more Elden Ring stuff tonight, guys. Even though technically we're not playing Elden Ring, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm back. Alright, so I like the overall sword. But we got a couple of things to work on here. We got this little... There's a bevel here for sure. The edge of this blade looks quite sharp. I don't know if we have that yet. So again, that's just a bevel. So let's hide some of this stuff. No, I think that it gets captured there, right? But if you look at it from the top view, it's kind of flat. But I can still bevel these, I think. We'll still bevel them. And we'll bevel this little guy here. And... ooh, we actually set this up quite well for what I'm going to do next. Alright, let's do that next. Maybe I can bevel them all together. So I'm going to use these features to create this inset feature here that goes down. So pretty easy. We're just going to inset this like such. I need to get my reference image actually back onto this. Let's get rid of this one. Go to wireframe. Transparent, what do I want? Oh, let's go to the back. I'm not going to really explore too much along this path because I just want to get straight to this Shrine of Marika. Well, and that's a voice command for you. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, that was just an automation thing. When it's done playing the replay, it goes back to this gameplay scene. No worries there. I just want to make sure this is grabbing both lines on top and bottom. Okay, it's good. So we want these. We want these. Actually, I want to grab all these vertices here. Just want to make sure this looks somewhat decent. So we're going to go GX. We're going to scale these in the Y. No, it's fine there. Okay. I want to bring all of these over. GX like this. Scale them in the Y a little bit. Come down here. I didn't mean to grab those ones. That's okay, I can fix it. GX, we'll turn on snapping. Why does it look so low? Alright, let's go GY, scale Y, GY, oh, I still have those grabbed, damn it. Are these good now? Did I screw this up? This looks okay over here. Alright, so I think I just want to grab these fellows here. GY, scale Y. That's about right. But I need another line here, so I think, can I do a loop cut here? I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Okay, good, I can. So we're just going to bring this over to here. Sweet, okay, we're ready to apply our bevel, which is going to bring all this together, I do believe. So I just want to make sure I got everything selected I need. So we'll want these edges. Wait a minute. This edge, these edges. And hopefully I'm doing everything to the top that I'm doing to the bottom of this as well. So we got to double check, make sure we got some stuff grabbed here. Probably gonna grab those. Probably gotta grab those. Okay, I think we're good. This looks pretty good. Just want to double check. We don't want to screw this up. Alright, let's go into solid view. That actually helps a little bit. I'm not done yet though. Shit. I skipped a step. Because these drop down. So I got a couple options here. I could extrude these in the Z a little bit. I can open up our other reference image here. Yeah, it jets in a good amount. So we're gonna go extrude Z, and I'm gonna try to put a value in here like 0.1. Okay, so how about negative 0.01, negative 0.05, what? Negative 0.05. No, how about negative 0.25? And the reason I'm doing a value, negative 0.25, I want, what the fuck? Negative, why is it doing that? Delete. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so stupid. GZ negative 0.25. Negative 0.025. Let's try this again. GZ negative 0.025. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good. The reason I did that is now I can easily, I'll hit extrude here once. Then I'll go GZ 0.025. It's like the best way I could think of doing it. Keep both of those sides the same. Of course, I could be modeling this whole sword in symmetry mode, which would solve all those problems. Okay, so it's bevel time. Peanut butter bevel time. Let's go into wireframe mode. Only certain edges we want beveled here, but I'm starting to get to the point now for this that I'm kind of happy with the way it looks. So it's a good thing. You don't want to spend 1,000 hours, you know, on something if you don't have to. Shit. I don't want to select all of these. I don't think. I might actually want these ones. Might need these ones. Boop, 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 boop. Would we want to bevel this? Not really, no. Let's go to solid view. Let's make sure it looks good. Those. All right, let's apply a nice bevel. In some areas, I might want to bevel more than others, but I'm not going to get too particular with this. We want it slight. Alright, so our shade smoothing is a little wonky right now. I think I can fix that though with my auto smooth. Boom, that didn't work. Oh, it does not like that. Oh, maybe it's just the metallic. Shade smooth. I don't like the way this looks. Doesn't look pointy enough. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Something about it, though. Let's take a look at the top of the sword and see what's going on here. I mean, this whole area seems kind of more flat with that. I wonder if this thing's too thick. I think it might be too thick. And I'm curious if is it fatter at the bottom than it is at the top? I mean, this does appear to be getting smaller here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like 12 pixels across-ish. Now, of course, this is at an angle, so it's going to get smaller probably anyways, but it does appear to be a little bit smaller at the top. So we could kind of fake that a little bit, I think, by selecting all the vertices on this side of it. Just scaling them down a little bit in the Z. Scale Z. Why is it not? Okay, X-ray mode. Scale Z. Something like that. And I think I want to scale this stuff down in the Z a bit more too. Scale Z like this. Alright, see how we look. Alright, I think I'm happy with it. Okay. I think we did it. Let's double check. So sword exhibit 1. Obviously we still got to texture it, but exhibit 2, yeah, it's a pretty smooth transition. I mean, it looks quite identical. I'm noticing this part of the hilt here maybe is too fat. So we can do a little... it might just be like the view, you know. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Now for texturing and stuff. How much time do I have left? It's almost been an hour. It's getting kind of late. Doing some Blender. Okay. Yeah. This is a rusty sword. I'm really excited to make this texture. It's going to be pretty sweet. Maybe I'll at least try to get that done tonight. I thought I was going to be able to do this whole sword in one stream. We still got to come down here and find a way to get this material thing going, getting these rivets down here, whatever you want to call those, grippy things. So let's try to do that. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do a bunch of loop cuts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 8 of those. So my math's not very good, but get it close, something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go like this. Boom. Then we can hit Control Bevel. Do something like this. We only need 1 though. Did I do that out of operation? Sort of, yeah. That's okay. So I want to scale these. Do I got to inset these? I think I might have to inset these too. Inset. Scale. Individual origins, probably. Yeah, something like that, you know. I need to get some nice bevels on all of these edges, which is going to be kind of a pain, but I think I'm doing it right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm going to give it the bulbous shape that it's supposed to have here. So let's zoom in here. Control B. Just round these suckers up a little bit. Yeah, this thing's a little bulbous here. So what I'm thinking is I select all of these. I select just these vertices maybe. Turn on proportional editing. And we just kind of make it a little bulbous here. I'll grab like the center. Sort of give it that non-uniform look there a little bit. I like it. I like it. Let's hit shade smooth on here. Make sure my auto smooth on. Boom. Alright, so what else is this thing missing? Just missing like the wraps and stuff. There's some detail with this hilt I'm not too confident on how to do. I had a better image that showed that. Got like those lines coming down from it. I guess I could bevel inset similar to what I just did, so let's try that. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4 per side. So yeah, let's look at it like this. Something like 1. That was if we do every other. How many do we get? That's gonna be too much. We'll do every third. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't look quite right. Maybe every fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so now we just got to grab the extensions of these. Boom. Boom. Probably better ways to do this, but this is what I'm doing. Alright, let's try this. Control bevel. We really only need the 1. Inset. And then we want to turn off proportional editing. Something's going on here. Scale. I don't think that inset worked right. Inset a little bit here. Yeah, they just go in a little bit, you know. Maybe a little bit more than that, though. Alright, let's see if we can find a fast way to bevel this. I'm going to hit Control Plus. And just try to bevel here, see what that does. No, it's going to do some wonkiness. So yeah, this part I would kind of like have to manually again maybe do something like this. Is that gonna work? Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Okay. Boom, boom. Round these puppies out a little bit. And that looks pretty cool. Yo, Ionic. I'm using your favorite program, Ionic. A little blender action. Alright, let's start bringing the stuff together a little bit more here. GX. Pew. Plop that guy in there. Alright, so yeah, pretty much now it's like texturing time. The hardest part about this model is going to be the wrap on the handle. It's going to be tough. I'm also noticing this detail here that I wasn't able to see from the other picture. It's like a little inset something. We can add that in. So I will just put a loop cut in up here. And hit a bevel. Something like that, maybe. Maybe. Okay, then we'll select these. Yeah, I don't think I needed that, but we don't need that, I don't think. The loop cut's fine. Yeah, let's select these. Can I extrude these? I think I need to inset them first. $4K texture pack for the NES game Baseball. Wow. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. Let me see what that would look like real quick. NES Baseball images. I want to go full screen, baby. Open image in new tab. Let's do that. 4K texture pack for this. Nice one, Ionic. Yeah, this game could use a little bit of a refresh here. I wonder how these textures are handled here. This almost looks like there's some kind of zoom camera view thing going on here. I wonder, that's probably artificial. So this is probably like its own separate texture in this window. Oh, it sounds like fun. Be interested to see how that goes. Alright guys, boom, boom, boom. Now it is time to do some texturing. I'm going to do this the easy, cheap way. And that is by using reference image and just stealing the colors. So yeah, the bottom of this seems to be a bit more of a silverish color, metallic-y. So I'm going to go to my materials tab. We're going to make a new material for this. I'm going to call this hilt silver. I don't really need to steal the color from this per se. It does have a little hint of blue to it. Crank up the metallic like almost all the way. It is metal. Turn down the roughness. Some weird stuff going on here. Some of these edges need to be beveled, I think. Yeah, like this stuff here looks kind of weird. It's kind of just very abrupt changes of material there. Okay, same thing with this one here. You notice it in like the reflections. I think overall this thing looks pretty freaking sweet. Definitely ran into some kind of topology issues down here. But I'm not really too worried about it. Something weird's going on down there. honestly, I probably could have got rid of this and just added a sphere on the end. Probably could still do that. Could probably just like cut all this stuff off. Just add in a sphere. What would that look like? Let's see. Well, at least you're thinking about it. I mean, that's a start. All right, Shift A. I'm going to actually just bring it right over here. Let's add in a UV sphere. Get my reference image back up, actually. Boom. 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 Yeah, we can kind of fudge this. It's really not even that big of a bump on the bottom, eh? That thing's kind of small. Oh well. I'm putting my own style to it. GY. Alright, let's see what this looks like here. Let's do this. Control L, parent by selection, shade smooth, and that looks even worse than it did before, I think. Looks worse. Scale. What is going on? Oh, object set origin, volume. Oh, is it just the reflection that was looking weird? Alright, yeah, let's just undo everything we just did. Hopefully I have like 1,000 undo set. Pray that I have enough undos. Okay. Okay, that's better. Alright, let's get this like rust type material going here for this. You know, I could probably just load in some pre-made materials. But that's kind of cheap. Alright, let's select our color. Or at least in one of the colors. So yeah, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use a color ramp. We're going to use a couple of different colors here. We're going to use a noise texture. Plug it in here. And I will set this to object coordinates. Let's make sure we got our scale good here. Get that kind of rust look. Let's dial this in. Something more like this. Let's try plugging that into here. And let's select a different color. Okay. It's almost like the rust is going to be overlaid on the metal, though, I think. Is what I'm going to have to do. Alright, well, one thing that'll definitely spruce this up is let's add some bump to this. Bump it up. Bump it up. I'm going to use this guy. And the height. Why am I not seeing that? Let's save just in case something crashes. What did I do wrong here? Bump into the normal. Oh, I'm not viewing this one. Let's crank the distance down, down, down. Maybe we dial this. In a little bit. Alright, so we're getting closer to the final product. And this thing doesn't need to be fully rusty either, you know? But kind of what I'm thinking is I'm going to use a combination of this rust material. I want to make this a bit more red. Let's go a little more red. Which one's red here? Alright, so we're going to test out this. So it's kind of like a cheap rust material. It doesn't really look good because it only should be applied in certain spots. But we can do that here. So yeah, I'm going to copy everything from here. I don't need the bump. Oh, I guess I need the bump. Control copy. Let me see what time it is. I gotta wrap this thing up. Yeah, we're gonna finish with this rust on the metal. That'll be a good stopping point for tonight. So we'll go over here. We're gonna paste in our rust, crappy rust texture. I think I can use a mix shader here. Mix shader. So we're going to combine that guy with that guy. So we go full rust. Oh, we got to apply scale to these things. Apply scale. Apply scale. And we're going to use a factor, noise factor type deal to control all that. So I'll just copy all this. Ugh. Take a look at what we want. So we want to make this, change the scale here. Detail, crank the detail up. Turn the roughness down. All right, let's see what this looks like with this plugged in. Okay, so I don't like what it's doing. It's weird how you're not really noticing it that much. I need to make this a little bit less metallic, more rough. So we go from this to this. It looks too spotty. I think I need a math node. Math. There we go. Let's do less than. Greater than, whatever. But see, that gives you that a real abrupt change. Which you definitely don't want. So maybe we don't want the math node. Maybe that multiply node would be good. Can I change this? How do you change this? Multiply. That's still too much. Yeah, we have to add more noise and stuff in to kind of make this look a little bit more randomized. Right now this just looks really shitty. Just like cloudy. Let's play around with it a little bit. Rustifying our sword. Yeah. Oh, everything's going good here, Ionic. Thanks for asking. It's going well. Yeah, I'm going to switch this material over now to the other metal one. Yeah, I don't like the way this looks. Almost like I need to invert these. Yeah, it's almost like there's less metal. I just need better reference images. I don't really know what I'm doing here. In this image, it almost looks more like stone, like a stone sword with some scratches and stuff on it. That'll definitely spruce things up a little bit. Let's open up a nice scratch texture. Let's go to the D drive. Let's go to assets. Free surface imperfections. I highly recommend this. Lots of scratches, smudges. I like this one. Scratches 12. We'll do Control T. Object coordinates. There's your scratches. Get a little color ramp in here to dial it in. Make sure you select non-colored data. I believe it's the one you want. And yeah, we can really just dial these in. Now the secret here is how would I apply this to all of these? I guess I would plug it into both bumps. So might be able to use like a math node for this one to multiply this color into this color, then plug it in here. Let's take a look, because this is our bumpy bump. We want to invert this, I think. But only for this path. Invert right here. Okay, yeah, that gives me both. So if we look at this one now, it has scratches and it has bumps. Something like that. Then we want to take this guy here, a little shifty this, plug this one into here, plug this into here, and let's take a look at this guy. Some weird stuff goes on over here with this. I might want to use UV coordinates here maybe. Yeah, I might have to like unwrap this whole thing. Alright, let's try generated. And it's still kind of weird. Okay, we'll fix that later. Let's make sure these are actually scratches and not bumps. I can never really tell. It's always hard to tell. I think they're scratches. Yeah, it looks like they're going in. Can always invert it. Boom. Boom. Probably want to bring the distance down. .01. All right, now if we look at the combined, yeah, that's a little bit better. You know, it's so we can control our rust, make it spread out. It just still looks like shit to me. Let's just go with the, I like the metal one for now. Okay, whatever. I think this is going to be good enough for now. We should probably render something. Let's make this a bit darker. And what's going on with this hilt? Is this way too metallic maybe? Again, it needs the scratches, but what's nice about that is I should just be able to steal my scratches from here and plop them in over here. And those scratches really do wonders. And again, I got to control them more. They shouldn't just be everywhere. Normally I use a noise texture to control those, which would look something like this. Then I like to use a math node. Less than. So the scratches will only be in certain spots. Mess with the scale. And then we can multiply these two together. Multiply, bada bing, bada boom. Scratches only in certain spots. So let's copy that over here. Boom, boom. Did it work? Okay. Might need to adjust the scale or something. But that's a general idea. We can also, we don't have to use a less than thing. We can maybe just use like a add, subtract. Multiply. Anyways. Let's see what this one looks like. See, it's only got scratches in some spots, but this definitely looks too abrupt, that change. And that's because of the less than thing. So I guess this probably would be a better way to just not use that. See how that looks. Yeah. See, there's like a more gradual transition to the scratches going out. So I will do the same for this. Yeah, we just want something more like that. Hey, peace out, Yonic. What the hell did I do? Oh. Why does it look like that? Oh, I screwed some up. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to plug this one here. Think. Yeah, because we're essentially combining this with this into there. Now we can dial this one in a little bit more. Yeah, it's there. Whatever. Color is definitely too silvery blue. We're going with more of like a stone look for now. Might actually just copy this color for now. Screw it. Control copy. Control V. And make it a little bit darker. And we probably should render this. Let's add a new camera. Boom, boom, boom. And it's a pretty sweet looking sword. Control save. Make sure my render settings are good. Turn on denoise with optics. We'll set this for 124 samples. And we will save and hit render image. Okay, so yeah, I got some work to do, but overall, I would say that this turned out pretty damn good. Looks pretty much like the sword in game. Image. How do we do good side by side here? Open up the other one. Sort by. Oh, come on. Date modified. Greatsword. And here it is. Yeah, we got to work on like a procedural rust material. Metallic rust. When they probably already have one in Blender here. And then we got to add the wraps on there. This thing's pretty sweet though. Yeah, let me check one last thing before we end this. See if we can find a rust. Materials. Metal rust. Rusty metal. This one looks kind of cool. Let's check this one out. So yeah, whatever. But there are ways to make this look better. Oh, this metal looks kind of cool. Kind of like cloudy. Work in progress, guys, but thanks for tuning in. For those that tuned in, an hour and a half of Blender greatness. We could have gotten some stuff done in Elden Ring in that time. I thought this was going to be a quick hour one, but I had fun doing it. So thanks to those that tuned in and those that are watching this on a replay. Hope you learned something maybe while you were watching this. I like doing this stuff live. It's fun. So yeah, tune in to the next episode of the Virtual Steve Show. I don't know if I'm going to be playing Elden Ring next. I plan on getting back into some VR gaming. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. I'm going to sign up. There's a subscription service called Viveport Infinity. The deal ends the 23rd. If you contract yourself up for a year, it's $8 a month for the year, but there's a lot of good games on there, and you actually get to keep and own a game called After the Fall, which is, from what I heard, a good first-person shooter zombie horde type experience. So yeah, we'll be checking that stuff out soon. All right, guys. Peace out, y'all. Catch you on the next episode of the Virtual Steve Show. That's awkward.